Good afternoon, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all here on this very special occasion. Firstly, I would like to ask, who presents the bride to be married? Is that Raymond? You do? I do. Thank you, Raymond. Andy and Anna, look around you and sense the tremendous amount of love and support for you here today. As you stand before your dearest family, friends and each other, pause to take in how wonderful this moment is. A gathering together of people who mean so much to each other is indeed something to be treasured. Please sit down.
Andy and Anna. No one is perfect, but if you make each other laugh, cause each other to think twice, admit being human, making mistakes, then hold on to each other and give them the best of yourself. They aren't going to quote poetry, think about you every moment of the day, but they will give you part of themselves that they know you could break. Don't hurt them. Don't change them. Don't expect more than they can give. Don't analyse them. Smile when they make you happy. Yell at them when they make you mad. Miss them when they're not there. Most of all, love with all your heart, because perfect people don't exist. But there's always one perfect person for you.
Thank you, Steve. That was lovely. Thank you. They say it's tradition to make promises to a new wife. So I promise this what I'll do now. I promise to share my heart with you, Chops, in order for both of our dreams to come true. When growing up, I've never really understood how families work or how they cope with strife. You've shown me how to love. So I promise my love, comfort and respect for you as you become my wife. Will being married evolve like the seasons, where we may well travel through some stormy weather together? No matter what, I promise you we'll have smiles, fun and laughter. That's been a huge part of our life together. Be it summer, spring, autumn or winter, I'll promise to hold you close. So look forward to your tomorrows. Today is a good day. You have all of me, I promise. Anna, Mrs. Finikin, you've cured my childhood sorrows.
I choose you, to be no other than yourself, loving what I know of you, and trusting who you will become. I will respect and know you always and in all ways. I take you to be my husband, to love and I hold, in tears and in laughter, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish from this day forward, in this world and the next.
Lovely. Thank you. You can applaud that as well. Anna describes her life before meeting Andy as busy, always doing something, very independent, but missing that someone special in her life. She admires Andy's ambition and determination. She has learnt from him that not everyone thinks about things in the same way, and to consider everything from different angles. Since meeting him, Anna believes you can make your dreams happen and you must never give up on them. She looks forward to the journey ahead with Andy, knowing their relationship is strong and will stay strong with their shared humour. Andy's also told me he thinks his patience will help. Andy tells me that before he met Anna, his life was peaceful.
Divorce.
He's still very busy and career-minded, but since meeting Anna, this is no longer his main focus. He admires Anna's indomitable spirit when it comes to creating a family life. He loves that she craves an ideal world, believing we should never let go of that goal. He now understands that it is possible to know the joy of complete happiness in a family, something he had never known. He is looking forward to everything in the future with Anna, especially waking up every day with his beautiful wife. They have known challenging times too. It was such a special, unexpected moment when Andy proposed. But it came at a very stressful moment in their lives. Andy loved his job and it was extremely important to him. So to lose this through redundancy was particularly hard to accept. The day Anna left personal group was also very difficult because it came at the start of their relationship. These trying times have brought them closer together, strengthening their love even more. This loving couple shares an understanding and an instinct for another person's needs at one particular time. The happiness of their family always comes first, and it is their aim. Joe and Stacey are amazing human beings, and they make Anna and Andy incredibly proud. Trey completes them. He is Anna's greatest achievement, although Andy tells me that Anna being in labour was a really humorous occasion. Dominic's bravery and determination is something Andy is also very proud of. Andy and Anna, before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to
I do
make.
solemnly declare
That I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I may not be joined in matrimony to Anna.
why I may not be joined in matrimony to Chops. Anna.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I may not be joined in matrimony to Andy.
why I may not be joined in matrimony to Andy.
I now ask you, dear family and friends, whether any person here present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage. If you do, you must now declare it, or else forever hold your peace.
Thank you.
Okay, Mark, you're right.
That's great. Right, happiness in marriage is not something that just happens to a husband and wife. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, little things are the big things. It's never too old to hold hands, which is what you're doing now. And remembering to say that I love you every single day. It's never taking the other person for granted. It's keeping the romance alive. It's having the mutual sense of values and principles and standing together and facing the world together. Having the capacity to forgive and forget. And not to expect your husband to wear a halo or expect your wife to have the wings of an angel. It's having the sense of humour, and the power of laughter in marriage is mighty. And it's not only marrying the right person, it's marrying the right person, which you guys have done today. I'm proud of you both.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much, Mark. That was lovely. Thank you. During those times, the depth of their love and mutual respect has shone through. They've been together for 10 years now, a time filled with lots of fun and laughter. Having met at work and going for a coffee together in Burton, they felt the first spark of attraction. An attraction their friends found hard to believe. Andy's sense of fun and his love of life was clear to Anna when he was trying to show off in broad daylight in the middle of Wolverhampton, surrounded by the general public, leapfrogging over a bollard flat on his face. Andy's protective instincts first became obvious to Anna when, on a surprise holiday in Turkey for Andy's birthday present, their very first holiday together, a worrying and threatening incident occurred during a bus journey in a remote shanty town. They were the only people on the bus. And although they went on to enjoy a fabulous holiday, things could have been very, very different. By this time, Anna was falling deeper in love with Andy, for whom family safety and security is massively important. If I tell you that Andy had been watching an episode of Oprah, an episode about meeting your ideal partner, where she advised viewers to put together a list of 10 perfect partner characteristics. Well, he listened to Oprah and he took her advice and he wrote his list. And Anna was that perfect match. Anna soon improved Andy's diet by reducing his normal 3 sugars in every hot drink to just the 1. Although he always keeps a secret supply of sugar wherever he is. Family. Again, family comes through so much when talking to this lovely couple. Family means so much to them, and time spent caring for and loving all family members is precious. It is almost impossible to find the words to describe the joy Andy and Anna felt when their son Trey was born. The happiness he has brought to their close and loving family is impossible to describe. He has taught Andy how to be a father. Do you take Anna to be your wife, to live together in the union of marriage? Do you take her as your best friend and your true love, to cherish, respect and love her from this day forward, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for all the days of your life?
I do.
Anna, do you take Andy to be your husband, to live together in the union of marriage? Do you take him as your best friend and your true love, to cherish, respect and love him from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, for all the days of your life?
I do.
Dear family and friends, We've now reached the part of this marriage ceremony where Andy and Anna exchange their wedding rings. I would like to invite their son Trey to come forward and present those rings. Okay. Let these rings be a constant reminder of the vows and promises you have made to each other today. They have been made from precious metal, beautiful, strong and everlasting. Andy, please take hold of Anna's left hand and place the ring on her third finger. Holding her hand, repeat after me. Anna, I give you this ring.
Anna, I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love and affection.
As a sign of my love and affection.
As I place it on your finger.
As I place it on your finger.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
Wiggle it a little bit, that's it. As I place it on your finger.
As I place it on your finger.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
Just push it. Lovely, well done. Okay. Right, round of applause for that, I think. These two separate vases of sand represent your lives up to this moment, all that you are as individuals. The sand, as it is blended, represents all you will be from this day forward. Each of you with your own personality, skills, ambitions and dreams, blended together in the union of marriage. As these sands are mixed together, they represent the joining of yourselves as husband and wife. As the thousands of grains of sand are blended, it would be impossible to ever separate them. They become one forever. You begin your journey today as husband and wife. You are now as inseparable as the grains of sand will become. Starting with Anna, if you would like to take one of these vessels, and I'll give that to you as well, Andy. If you could just pour half of it into this central vessel, that's it. That's it. And then, that's it. And Andy. That's it. Now, if you see this, you realise that you couldn't really separate these grains of sand, could you? You couldn't take them back to be two different colours. Well, if I give them a little shake, they're even more blended together now. So there we are. And I'd just like to say to you, may your love always be as constant as the never-ending waves of the ocean, flowing endlessly from the depths of the sea. May there never be a day without your love for one another, just as there's never a day without the flow of the ocean. Thank you both.
Is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling,
let's all stand
by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand. go, guys. It's always better when we're together. Oh, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at some stars when we're together. Things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now.
It is now my absolute honour and delight to pronounce them husband and wife. Andy, you may kiss your bride.
It's a beautiful day. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I'm only gonna marry you. Still not telling you. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, I'm ready. It's a beautiful day. We're looking for something dumb to do. Oh, baby, I'm only gonna marry you. I'm only gonna marry
My love, here I stand before you. I am yours now. From this moment on, take my hand. Only you can stop me shaking. We'll share forever. This I promise you. And when I look in your eyes, all of my life is before me. And I'm not running anymore, 'cause I already know I'm home. With every beat of my heart, I'll give you my love completely. My darling, this I promise you.
Chicken cheese.
My love, I can feel your heartbeat as we dance now, closer than before. Don't let go, don't let go, 'cause I could almost cry now. We'll share forever. Make this vow to you.
And then lift him up, dog.
And when I look in your eyes,
You're a professional,
all
you know
of
that.
my life is before me. And I'm not running anymore, 'cause I already know I'm home.
I know. Well, I can find something.
With every beat of my heart, I'll give you my love completely. My darling, this I promise you. My darling, this I promise you.
Now I need you to stand.
One nothing else. Feeling you, baby. If I got
You're boring lots on the backside, man. Stephen's gonna glitter. Boring lots. Don't play the bass, man. Bass fiddle. The bass fiddle. We're on the bass fiddle.
I'm coming back for your 1 year anniversary. Photo bomber. Are you ready? Because every little
This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. About a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. About a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. That's it. Find a big place.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall.
Right, okay. Good afternoon and welcome to this special occasion. As we all know, we've had to travel a fair distance to this special day. Although it said earlier, as regards and his brother and Kelly May, I'm coming from Canada, but I've already written all this down. So, extra special welcome to everybody, you know. Also, unfortunately, Andy's mum can't make the journey, which her name is Merle. My mother can't make the journey, but she's commonly known as Nanny Nora. I'll listen well and celebrate the evening and the rest of the day as if they were both brothers. One to cause a domestic on the first day of the wedding, but he whispered in my ear earlier and says, "Ray, keep the speech short, I want to watch football." You will never learn. I'll never forget the first time I met Andy. He came round for breakfast. Came round for breakfast, stood at the top of the steps and froze like a statue, like this. In fact, he nearly turned white. And because he heard the dog bark. And then he says, "They've got a dog!" Thought, well, he's a bloody bright spark. He knows what a dog likes are. Luckily, he came through the gate and the dog didn't bite him. So I thought, it must be okay, the dog likes him, so I was happy with that. I actually watched Anna being born. I didn't like that. She turned from the perfect baby to the perfect wife. Now, when she was about 6 or 8 months old and got grumpy, I used to sing this little song to her. And it was called Shut Up In Your Face by Joe Dawson. Now we're going to try and play it to you, if possible, on the phone. We've got it all lined up. I don't know how many minutes. What's it all so bad? It's a nicer place. It's a nicer place. Basically, if she gets grumpy tonight, just do it and say, "Shut up in your face." Also, when she was about 14 months old, we was on holiday in Cornwall. Sitting on a balcony ball when she disappeared. And I started to panic. I thought, oh my God. It was quite big, wasn't it? I think it was at the top of the cliff. And then all of a sudden, people were laughing on another table in the distance. And then I seen this little head between this couple's shoulders. And this little hand come up with a dummy dipping it in these beers. And I thought, oh, I found her. I found her. But, be warned, she still does it, but uses straws, so keep knowing your glasses later. She also said to me recently, I would shed a tear today. I said, only if the bloody bar closes early. It's been a brilliant day, and it's been slightly different to the day that when I got married. My wife, she was so embarrassed of me, she only invited me to the evening room. And what's more, she'll only take me out in the dark nowadays as well. Things haven't improved. So I'm sure you'll join me in wishing Anna and Andy happy and healthy life.
What a run! Well done, Raymondo.
This across your guitar. I want the world to know
First of all, wasn't that a beautiful ceremony today? Come on. Is the bride stunning today? Come on. And then the bridesmaids were even stunning as well, weren't they? They're beautiful, weren't they? Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. They're really, that will go down as one of the best ceremonies that I've attended in my short lifetime. So anyway, Finny decided to make me the best man. He had a lot of choice. There was between me and Trey. Obviously, Trey was going to struggle for words, so he just came up to me and said, "You're my best man." I didn't have a choice in it. But Finny, no, you're doing it. Okay, all right, no problem. All right then. So he hates me, so this is why he's done this to me. So I've known Finny a long time, about half my life now.
Kirby Hoovers!
About half my life, right, which is around 10 years. Come on, you can see that guy, yeah? I'm joking. It's gone past over 30 years now. God God, a long time. Finny was half the size when I first met him. But he is now. He had hair. Finny had hair. Believe it or not, he had hair. So what happens is I was a training manager in a sales company, which we won't mention today. And Finny came in for training, decided to work for us, and he came into training, and to be honest with you, he's really, really very good. And he's probably the best person I've ever trained, because I remember going to see him afterwards after I trained him, and I've never seen anybody put a presentation on learn it so quickly and put it on. I remember telling him that, his shoulders went up, his chest went out, and he was excited. The thing I like about Finny is he talks serious, but he's actually funny. He makes me laugh, right? So he's being dead serious. Because what Finny does, he smiles with his lips, says, and then he frowns with his lips. So we don't talk about anything else. And so he's just a very, very fun. To me, he's a very, very funny guy. And for 30 years, what he does, he makes me laugh more than anything else. So, and anybody that's around him will know that, because he's a very, very funny guy. And Finny's like this, right? There is a normal way, and then you have the Finny way, right? And you got to get used to the Finny way. That's the thing, isn't it? You got to get used to the Finny way. So I'll give you an example. So we used to run teams, and we used to have all these vans, and we had to buy all these vans. So Finny got smart one day. He undercut me on a van. So he bought the van under my nose, right? So I said, okay. So he buys this van, and we're 20-something now. Now, when you're 20-something, what are you going to do with the van? You're going to do it up, and you tint the windows, put some wheels on. You do stuff like that, wouldn't you? This is what Finny does. Finny puts curtains on his van. Pink curtains. So he rolls into the office with pink curtains on the van. And then what he does, because we run a team, right? So Finny takes the seats out, and he puts half the bench for them to sit on. So only half the backside can sit on it. So I go, Finny. So he goes, so Finny, why have you got the curtains for? He goes, well, so nobody can see me. Okay. So why have you got half a bench? They're not comfortable. I don't want them comfortable. I want to be nice. Right? But why have you got a normal chair for you? Well, I'm the boss. Okay, honestly. And then he'd do things like this. Now, we used to go out and we'd have lunch together first, and then we'd go out and we'd do our work. Not Finny. You don't eat till you're sold. So what Finny used to do is put him in, and then he'd go to Kentucky and eat himself. And he'd let him starve. All day. We used to have there's a rule that the watershed's 9 o'clock at night, and we never get into people's houses after 9 o'clock. Finny gets in at 10:10 at night. It's pitch dark. Finny stays in the house till 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock? I mean, who would let Finny in their house till 2 o'clock in the morning? Remember Mark? Right? Mark was the manager then, and Mark had to, we closed up and went home. And then the phone is in the morning, and council says, Finny, don't let him back in the house again. Yeah, he broke the record. 2 in the morning he stayed in the house for. I mean, he's just unbelievable. The Finny way. So he just does things like that. I know Finny talks a good talk on football, doesn't he? So we get the 11, so Finny goes, I'll play sub. I'll make an impact. So he doesn't even start, right? Because he knows he's unfit. So he goes, I'll make an impact. Don't worry, I'll come on, I'll sort it out for you. I'll organise a defence. We'll help them out, right? So Finny, so we're knackered and we're getting beat. So I say, Finny, you're going to come. So Finny then does, like, if you ever watch the football match on the side, you see the subs, they warm up, don't they? So Finny warms up. He's going up down the line, he's doing his stretches like this. I go, okay, Finny, come on. So Finny comes on, and the ball comes to him. He's only been on 20 seconds. Finny goes, oh, and he came off. I was rolling on the floor. I go, Finny, 20 seconds, you lasted 20 seconds. I go, normal way, Finny way. It's just the way it is with him all the time. I couldn't believe it. What else? He comes in a 1970 Liverpool shirt, right? Not the modern one, and he gets Trey to sit beside him, because obviously Trey hasn't got a choice. He's got a sport. Watch the game. So he's very emotional, Finny. So watching the game, and and then the best player, Salah, gets injured. I'm telling you, you'd never seen Finny. He looked at the TV and he got all emotional. And we saw a tear come down, and it's Trey sitting beside him, and the two of them are just sitting there in silence. And I'm trying to touch Finny, and Anna's going, "No, talk to him. No, talk to him. He's too upset. He's too upset." So you can't talk to Finny. He sits in that chair, and they actually lost. And it was hard to talk to him after a while because he gets really emotional. But Finny's like that. That's what he's like. He's a good friend. He's very loyal and supportive. And if your back's against the wall, Finny will always back you up. So I would say about him, if anybody who knows him in here, he keeps friends for a long time. So if you're a friend of Finny's, you would have known him a long time, because he's that type of guy that when he connects and he can cope with his Finny ways, then you're all right. You can all right for the rest of your life. And that's the God's honest truth. He's a great. He comes over to me and he goes, "I met this girl. I met this girl." So it's unusual now because he's giving me a good speech. He goes, "I met this girl at work, right, and she's really nice. He's telling me about her and stuff." And I go, "Okay." So then he goes, "So what's happening?" He says, "Right, work, they don't believe me. They think I went after her while she was there, but I waited until she left." So I go, "Yeah, of course you did, Finny. Of course you did. Of course you did, mate. Of course you did." It's like being dead serious. Of course you did, Finny. I mean, you always wait. You never wait. You never do anything, do you? You always wait. So obviously I never believed him, right? And later on, when I pitched Anna. And you know so much, she repeated the same speech that Finny did, word perfect. I thought, he's drilled her good, this one, man. Drilled her that good. Anna repeated exactly the same. I go, man, yeah. Because he must have worked it out. Listen, anybody says anything, I came after you when you left. Because I'm a manager, I can't get in trouble. I came after you when you left. You get it? Yes. We used to go to this barbers on a Friday night. And it was like a community. We'd all meet up there. We'd all have a laugh. We'd go in there like 6 o'clock, we'd leave at 10 at night, wouldn't we? Finny would bring somebody around. Joe would turn up sometimes, wouldn't he? He'd bring Joe with him sometimes or whatever. So everybody's in there, everybody's relaxed. Finny, because he does things the Finny way. So first of all, he has to park outside the place, right? Because he doesn't like to walk far for his car. So, then what he does, if you know Finny, he carries a bunch of keys, right? Like a jailer. He carries his man bag, right? He carries a towel, and he carries an iPad, and then he gets out the car to walk 10 paces. He puts his coat on as well. So we look at the window. Finny comes in. So he comes in, and so one week he goes to me, Anna's coming in. Anna's coming to see me. I says, okay, no problem. So it's the first time we see her. So we're in there and having a laugh and effing and blinding as we do and all that sort of stuff. So what happens is Anna walks in. So you can imagine the room, right? We're talking. Anna opens the door and steps in. The room just goes silent on it. We go, who's she come for? Who's she come for? And she walks over to Finny. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. No, not Finny. So, she has a bit of a tattoo. It can't be Finny. It can't be Finny. She walks over to Finny and leaves, nice and petite and everything like that. The room erupts. Finny! Finny's chest goes up like this. How have you pulled that one, Finny? Well, he's like me. So we met Finny, I thought she was too good for him, and then the second time it sort of reinforced it next time I saw her. So it's definitely too good for him. Okay. And Anna has been an absolute star, I have to say. I met Anna and she's a lovely lady. Yeah, you love her. Yeah, you gotta love her. She's an absolute star. That's the thing I'd say about Anna, and she's been fantastic for him. And then obviously I've watched him very quickly, so things that Finny never did before he did quickly, So he's a sports bachelor, next minute Anna's living with him. What's going on? What's that? You know, nobody lives with Finny. He's a staunch bachelor. Next minute she's living with him. And then I remember us going away somewhere. He goes, she wants to have a child. What are you going to do about it? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Next minute, Trey comes along. So we have a joke between us. What Anna wants, Anna gets. Yeah, what Anna wants. So he does. So Trey comes along, and then he has his birthday party like you've heard today, and he took everybody by surprise. He actually on his birthday he went down on one knee. I mean, I was shocked. 3 of us had to get him back up. It's like a feeling. So actually get down on one knee and propose, right? So we was laughing our heads off. I couldn't get over it. So a good wife is to pay him compliments there, Anna. You got to pay Andy compliments, right? Make his head swell, yeah? You got to be his best friend, right? You got to be a happy wife. Always be happy. You must always appreciate him. And the most important of everything here is to leave the toilet seat up. No, that's important, yeah? To make the man happy. And vice versa, you must pay her compliments there, Andy. Plenty of them, right? Not against your nature, but pay them. Pay the compliments. Be your best friend. Be a happy husband. Appreciate her. And make sure you change the status of your Facebook, right? Okay. Oh, how many definitions of love, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could write, you know, what is love? You can give a lot of definitions of what love is. So I looked at this one, I thought this one suited them. And it's a definition of love. It's you always want to be together, and when you're not, you're thinking about being together because you need that person, because without them, your life is incomplete. And I think that sums up these two. Yeah? Really good. Yeah? So, saying that, we'd like to raise our glasses here and wish Mr. and Mrs. Andy and Anna Finikin. Let's raise our glasses to them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's me, look.
For attending our wedding. So it's pretty special for me because there's me nephew. You guys are the closest to us, family-wise, friends-wise.
Oh my God, Andy, I'm gonna cry.
You guys are the closest to us, family-wise, friends-wise. And to spend an afternoon with you guys, with us, I think it's very special for us, yeah? Very special. I've got a personal thank you to make to Raymond and Eileen. Had it not been for your cohabitation, we wouldn't have been getting messages. So, thank you for time has gone by. Okay, does anybody rate the venue at all? Okay. My wife sourced it. From bales of hay to the amount of sockets that we have to have, that's a sore point right now. You know, when I wrote this, I never thought about it. From bales of hay to the amount of sockets that we have to making sure all the diggers and cranes are gone so you don't have any type of scenery to look at. To you, Chops, you made this happen right from the conservatory. You made this happen, Chops, today. You made it happen. Okay? Seriously, it's a day that I never thought that I'd see.
No. Love you, Andy. Love you, Andy.
I never thought I'd see this day. I'm going to try and race through this part now.
Go on. No, don't race. Take your time, baby.
If I'd had a camera following me around my life at some point, it may have been easy for me to give up on myself.
No.
For this type of dream to come true, it's down to my wife.
Amen.
As I look back, I wouldn't consider that and you've heard this already today, the theme, so I'd forgotten some of this stuff. As I look back, I wouldn't consider that I'd had a great childhood. My mum gave me up at 6 months to chase her baby daddy. And my adopted mum got divorced when I was 5, and worked all the hours God sent at night for the NHS to keep a roof over our heads. So basically, I grew up alone, and you begin to lose trust in those people that are close to you. Stay with me, there's a reason for me giving you my background, so that's why we're gathered here today. So finding someone you want to get married to isn't easy. It's not like buying a car and test driving it and then paying endlessly for it until it breaks down. Or is it? I'm not even sure.
She will never break down. She's running good, baby. She's got the oil.
That means she's due for a service, right?
Amen.
Well, Chops, apart from looking how she does today, has taught me a lot of stuff over the last 10 years. Look at her. She looks like she wouldn't hurt a fly.
Fucking gorgeous.
She looks like she wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright? But if you...
She's a warrior.
But listen, if you've ever... And Joel testified to this, and the sister will as well. If you're ever in a small space with my missus, and she's had her daily dose of veg, don't worry, it wasn't you. This little thing can empty a room faster than a fire. I'm not going to tell you what happened last week. Okay, but these aren't negative points, honestly. She has a real temper. Right? No matter how small the argument is in our house, she has to win. Oh, she's got a sister that punches at the same weight as well. Okay. It doesn't matter what, I mean, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this little thing on my right here tried to insist to me that a grater was a slicer. Just because she wanted to win the argument. I'm going, it's a grater. She's going, it's a slicer if you turn it sideways. But the utensil is a grater! See, she's not giving up the ghost. What? The reason I'm telling you this stuff in detail is because I decided to marry somebody who could have the tenacity to teach me how to love.
Amen.
Yes. And she has been like that.
Amen.
I've got I've got my brother here with his wife all the way from Canada. This guy is the coolest cat. He's the coolest cat that's around. I recently told him in a deep family conversation that we were having that hands down, there's 4 of us, and hands down, he's been the best parent in the family. Hands down. He's been the best parent to our kids. So, you know, he's an absolute role model for me.
Amen.
And his wife is rock solid by his side. And that's what I want my wife to be.
Yeah. And she is already.
No ring needed.
Oh, my children are here, so I'm gonna make an admission to them. They already know. I wasn't very.
Come on, Andy, you got it.
Go on, Andy.
You got it.
Andy.
Go on, Andy.
Go on, Andy.
Go for it.
You can say this, Dave.
Come on, Andy.
Keep it real.
I wasn't very good, in fact, as a young parent. In fact, I was far too young to be one, and that can kill your confidence. Absolutely bury you. So to meet somebody who had a zest for life, when my zest was for work, it started to make me think. And I had to challenge myself to please her. She's nosy, she's busy, she's opinionated, she's always late, but never for a party.
That's my girl.
She's argumentative, and she wants to control all the time to make sure we're in her world of perfection. But these are the reasons
She is my girl.
I love her, because of her tenacity for life, and I never had that. She was just what I needed. Consequently, I've tried to help her understand that not everybody thinks her dreamy way.
And that's okay.
I like to work, and that's no secret. I have a very close group of friends who are exactly the same. So I want you to imagine this scenario. You find something that you love doing, and you work for a company for 17 years, and then they tell you that you're not wanted. I don't mind admitting this now. I went into complete meltdown, but I tried to hide it. I was withdrawn, and I was going through a tough time, but I never told my children because I didn't think it was the right thing to do. It was my worst nightmare, but she was right beside me.
Yeah, all the way.
Good girl.
She was the one person. She was the one person that never gave up on me.
Love you, Anna.
So it may be an old-fashioned way, it may be a stubborn way, but as a grown man, if you have a family, all you want to do as a grown man is provide for them and make sure they're happy. And in my head, I was failing to do that at the time. So she pushed me, cajoled me, shouted at me, and then she left me some space to think about what she said. She even forced me onto she forced me onto job sites, and the confidence wasn't great. But I am so grateful and humbled to you.
Amen.
Perfect couple.
It turned out well, because as it happens, I'd stayed in touch with a friend who's here tonight, and he's done exceptionally well for himself, really well, and he offered me a job. You saved me, mate. Thank you. And what Brez doesn't know is, about 6 weeks into the job, I was trying too hard to please, so he pulled me to one side. I forget where I was going. I didn't have a meeting on one day, but he got his PA to arrange a meeting with me. Now, in our old company, if the PA calls you,
It was bad times.
But Brez had already switched his mind in his culture, and I hadn't. I was so deeply ingrained with the stuff from previously, and just worrying about not being able to provide. I walked into a room, and I remember the first sentence that he said to me. And he said to me, "You've got to forget what's gone by, and you've got to understand that you can do this." And I just walked out of the room. And legged it out of the room, and I said, "I can't go." Because there's not many times that you get a second or a third chance in life. And this was my second, and I was desperate to prove to my missus that I could provide for her. Absolutely desperate. Let me just fast forward a little bit. I've moved on to another part of the company, and I understand that myself and a young lady who's sat over there to the back are on to future things, but that's because of you. You had some faith in me as well.
Hey!
And part of the reason I'm saying it is because all the time I had the support of my now wife. I had the support of my now wife. Because other than that, it's difficult for some people to get across how they're actually feeling at the time. And as there are plenty of things going around in the country now, men tend to hide those type of things and don't talk. But my missus saw that I was in need of help, and she helped me. Some of you may not know this, alright? But Anna's been prescribed with chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm not going to go into too much detail, alright? But I watch her struggle from time to time on a daily basis. And my job is to support her now. My job is to make sure that we've had arguments about this because I'm saying she wants to do the washing, she wants to do that, she wants to do. I'm saying leave the house alone, just rest. So I don't care how the house looks. To me, that's not her job. To me, it's just for her to be well and her to be fresh because she keeps our family zestful, likeable. You know, if I'm in a mood and I just have to look at her running around the house. She's got to take time for herself, but she carries on. She's just been promoted to her first ever managerial position. Deep down beforehand, she wouldn't believe in herself, but I guess she deserves it.
She's amazing.
She's amazing, babe.
I'm almost done. I'm so proud of her for what she's achieved since we've met. She's given me Trey. She's accepted my children, which is the most important thing to me. She's taught me about family units and building my confidence back when I thought it was all gone. She made me regain trust in people. Anybody that also knows me knows that I don't trust very easily.
I know you, Andy. I know you. I know you, boy.
Done now. I'm just going to say a few thank yous, please. First of all, first thank you is to you, our guest.
Thank you for having us.
Some of you have travelled a real far way. Martin has come from Bournemouth, but I knew Martin when he was 20 years old, and he was a kid looking for support and everything like that, so there's no way I wasn't having him here today. My brothers, as you all know, have travelled from Canada, okay, and lots of you have travelled from locally and far and wide. We really appreciate the time that you've taken to be with us today. My biggest thank you goes to the lady who has a great taste in men.
Amen. Amen.
She has a fantastic taste in men. She picked me. She's picked right from the top. You can't doubt quality. You can get quantity, but you can't get quality. She spent 2 years pulling this day together. For us. My biggest thank you goes to my wife, Mrs. Anna Finikin. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Andrew McKilla Finikin. McKilla Finikin. You all got kids. You're gonna give birth to kids. Some of you got kids. You give birth to kids. Now, let's just think about that one. I'm gonna name this baby McKilla.
Next child.
McKilla.
What are you doing?
Well, we decided we're going to call it Mac Killer. McKilla. McKilla Finnigan.
Now, for those of you that know Andy, and we've all spoke about it today, Cliff spoke about it, you realise he's quite a stubborn bloke.
No.
It's just Andy. It's Andy's way, isn't it? Andy's a stubborn bloke. Now, I've known Andy for 25 years, and to be honest with you, he's a jovial. He's a lovely guy. He'll do absolutely anything for anybody. Andy will go the extra mile. But he is stubborn. He is stubborn. And I actually learned that when he was a child, he was that stubborn that he actually refused to be carried out when he was a baby. When his parents had him, he refused to be carried out of the hospital. In fact, I've got a picture. Mark, you're going to have to give me a hand here to show you this picture. I actually got a photograph from his parents, and I've decided to get it blown up, and I want to show you Andy when he was born, leaving the hospital. As you can see, he refused to be carried out.
That is hilarious.
So, he's always been a stubborn lad.
I love your hat, Andy. Give up the stick, though. Give up the stick because it was a fucking tin.
I'm overwhelmed by the fact that these guys are my friends. Andy's been a friend for a long time. I've now and totally consider Anna to be a fantastic friend of ours as well. And I look forward to many more happy years of spending time in your company. Now, there's one last thing which I'm going to say. You've got to love each other, totally love each other, because that's what relationships are about. It's not always easy. It can be difficult. It's a long road. Something I mentioned at Mark's wedding a couple of years ago, when we were there, and I want to do a little bit of exercise. I want all you couples, I want you to turn and look at each other.
He's in the toilet.
Don't worry about that. All you couples, I want you to look deep into each other. Turn around and look at each other. I want you to look each other into the eyes. I want you to look into each other's eyes. Come on. I'm not going to move until you do. Until I see all you couples looking into each other's eyes deeply. Okay? Now, are we there? Everybody looking at each other? Okay? Now, statistically, you're looking at the person most likely to kill you. And at that point, I'm going to say, enjoy the festivities tonight. Totally knock yourselves out, because Andy and Finny wouldn't have it any other way. And it's been a pleasure to spend the time with you all.
The moment I met you, Anna, I knew that we would be friends forever, and I'm so happy that you and I have spent today together. I could never imagined how today would have gone, being here and spending time with your friends and your family, and I have loved every single minute. I love you forever, Andy and Trey and your friends and your family. Much love from us.
Yeah. Anna and Andy, I just want to say what a fantastic day we've had today. And I want to tell you how proud I am of you. It makes me cry when I actually say it. Because you've done so well organising the whole thing yourself. And you're such a proud mum. And Kev, you're such a proud dad, aren't you? Tell her.
I love her to bits.
Yeah, tell her I love you to bits.
And Andy is one of the best blokes I ever met, and you are a sweetheart.
I love Andy. Andy's such a big oaf, you are, Andy. You know it. And I love you so much, and I'm so glad that you've married Anna and made her happy, and that she's made you happy. And we really, really love you both.
Anna, Andy, I love you both. I met you 8-9 years ago, Anna, you cold called my business. Best thing ever. You're an amazing friend. Andy,
I feel like he's lost to me.
an amazing husband, Anna.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what love would be without you. Mate, your families. I'm part of your family as well. I'm getting very emotional back today.
Angie!
Last night I slept with you and I woke you up at 4:30 which I always do. That's sorry for that. I don't know. I love you. Thank you for inviting us both for the most amazing day. And I mean the most amazing day. And thank you for making me be part of both of you and your family. And you've welcomed me into your heart. And I've welcomed you both into my heart too. I love you.
Anna and Andy, it's been the most, well, another proud moment of my life, like when I was watching Anna being born. And you both made it very special for me. Except for one thing, you won't let me wear a tie-room suit. Other than that, all the best in the future. Be both.
Hi Anna, you've done a brilliant job today. It's just been amazing, and I wish you all the best for the future. Okay, love you. Bye.
We wish you both a lifetime full of happiness, health, joy, everything, and obviously we love you with all of our hearts, and thank you for having both of us to be a part of your very special day, and we love you both very, very much. And yes, that is a bottle of water that you see in my hand.
Hi Andy. First of all, I wasn't on the list to make a video, so thanks for that. But you know, I thought anyway we'd just come and impose and make a video because we want to wish you the best of luck. Okay, try and make this as short as possible. Start with Anna. Obviously you're my sister, everyone knows that. We look like twins apparently. And I've said this the other day. Oh, I'm getting emotional, but I said to you the other day that for you, I'm so proud of you because the Anna that I know today is not the Anna that I knew 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And I'm so proud of you because now you've just come out and you literally, you do what you want, you get a goal and you go after it and you've got the confidence to do it, and you perhaps never had that before, and so I'm really proud of you. And I'm not going to put that down completely down to Andy because he'll get an even bigger ego than he's already got, but you know, obviously I'm sure having him as your support, backing you up, you know, being your little wingman, you know, has also been a bit of a confidence for you. So I'm so proud of you. And Hawkeye, you're a bit of a weird one sometimes, but you know, ultimately I've known you for now 10, 11 years. I love you so much. I love the fact that you make my sister happy. I like the fact that very few people can crack me, but you can. You know, are you alright, Hal? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you alright, Hal? No, I'm not. So, you know, it's just nice to know that I've got you, and I'm so happy that you're my brother-in-law. And I know nothing will change because you guys have been happy anyway for the last, you know, however many years. But I'm so glad that you finally put a ring on it, and I love you both so much.
10 seconds
and
counting.
Be that.
You've been together for a long time. You've been in team. You are still a team, and you will be a team. Today hasn't changed anything. Today is just one step to continue together forever. Bye.
Hi Anna, Andy.
Hi.
Hey! Hope you've had an amazing day or having an amazing day. Anna, you look absolutely beautiful, and Andy, of course, you scrub up so well. Hawkeye. Karina, would you like to say a few words about your best friend Anna?
We love you absolutely absolutely both, and I hope you've had an absolutely awesome day. I couldn't have wished for anything more for you guys. You are absolutely brilliant, and I love you loads.
Thanks for making me cry in the first 20 years.
And that's like a bit, you know, Chris never ever cries.
Same for Gaz.
Never ever cries. So yeah, the speech was very, very emotional. We loved it. Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of this day. And there's no children. Woo! We've had a brilliant time. Sorry, kids. Thank you so much. We hope you spend the rest of your life so happy together, which we know you'll be a match made in heaven. Thank you so much.
Andy! Hi Andy. Hi Anna. Thank you very, very much for allowing us to share your special day. It's been a lovely day in a fantastic location with great people. Louise and I would like to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to spend that special day with you. And I'm going to hand you over to Louise just to say a few words now.
Right, thanks. Just love you guys both very much. Thanks for today.
Cut.
Andy, thank you so much for making me your wife. I've had the most amazing day, and to know that we're going to share our life together forever from this day onwards makes me feel so happy and so proud. Wearing this, 2 rings together, just makes me feel the happiest woman alive. And thank you for giving me Trey. Just make my life complete with him as well, so I love you.
Hi sweetheart, or Chopsy, as you're better known. Today has been a day of remembrance, today of celebration, and as you well know, I would have been with you another 20 years without marrying you, baby. But this was your dream, and I understand it was your dream, and it now became mine. So I am so pleased that we've had a great day. We've had a really good day. You look stunning. You absolutely look stunning. And you blew my mind coming down the aisle. Never seen you like that before. But this is what we needed to cement things. It's just what we needed to carry on. Remember what I said? Trust, absolute trust, honesty, and listen to the other person. That's what we got. That's what we agreed on. That's what we're going to do. This is a partnership now. Okay, sweetheart? I love you.